What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Mike here, ready to spread some love, positivity, and good energy. And we're back. That's right, we're back. It's Thursday, I think it is. Yeah, it's just Thursday. How's y'all week going? I hope y'all week is going fantastic. Tomorrow is Friday. It's the weekend almost. Turn up, get lit, have fun, enjoy life, because last year we didn't get the chance to do this. Last summer was not our summer. You know, we was all locked in, locked down, couldn't do much. People were dying. COVID was hitting hard. So due to the ones that can't enjoy their summers this year, it's up to us to enjoy it for them. So today's video, talking shit. I don't know why people do it. I don't know why people think that when they do it, there's no repercussions behind it. It always ends bad when you talk shit. There's never a good thing about talking shit. And if you're doing that today, if you're still running your mouth today, I recommend that you stop. I recommend that you don't do it. I recommend that you just be quiet. Because it always ends bad. Nothing good comes from talking shit. But before we get into that, I want to thank everybody for watching my videos. I want to thank everybody for subscribing. I want to thank everybody for liking, commenting, and just supporting my channel. I started this channel about a week ago. Hey, yeah, you know, and I'm at 19 subscribers. I really didn't think I would get this far so fast. 19 subscribers, one away from 20. That's ridiculous. That means a lot to me. That does. And with y'all help, I know that we all can. It's not an I thing, it's a we thing, because without y'all, I can't do this. So thank you. We can go to the moon and back with all the support that you guys have been giving me. So thank you so much. So, let's get into the video. So, you think you're going to talk shit? You think nobody's going to put hands on you? You could be so wrong. So wrong. So wrong. Just don't do it, people. Don't run your mouth. I've seen a lot of people, the biggest people, fall. I've seen the smallest people fall. I've seen the biggest people hurt. And I've seen the smallest people fine. Perfectly good. Don't be a bully. Don't talk shit. Just don't do it. Now, I don't encourage violence. I feel like violence is not the key. It's not the answer. If you have to resort to violence, I feel like if you really think about it, there's a different way. But sometimes you're put in situations where you got to do what you got to do. You know? And if you're in that situation, what can I tell you, you know? But talking shit is something I will never ever tell you to do, because why do you need to talk? What gives you the right to talk shit? I watch a lot of UFC. I love UFC. I love combat sports. And, you know, a majority of the thing is selling the fight. You're going to talk as much shit as you can to sell the fight. And if that's what you do it because you're getting paid to do it. But if you're someone like me who doesn't get paid to sell a freaking fight, shut your mouth. Otherwise, when it's time to fight and you lose, you become the laughingstock of whoever saw it. I've seen it. Let's get into one of these stories. Now, this goes back to like high school, freshman year. There was this girl. I'm just trying to decide if I want to say names. I really want to say her name. I really do. Because I don't really talk to this girl anymore. Alright, out of respect for her, I'm not going to say her name. But there was this girl who talked a lot of shit. Just thought she was the baddest. Thought she was the strongest. She could beat the world. Ran her mouth a lot. And like I said before, it ends bad. She caught an ass whipping of all times. One of the worst ass whippings I ever seen in my life. She caught it. So we were in the cafeteria, right? And she stayed running her mouth. She stayed talking shit. She stayed just talking about people the whole school year. The whole school year she stayed talking shit. Then finally, it was just one day. She was going through some shit with her own personal life. I don't know. I don't care. It had nothing to do with me. I didn't ask. But she was going through something. She's in the cafeteria, upset, riled up, ready to go. There was this other girl named Mahasin. And if you watching this video, I haven't talked to Mahasin I really barely ever talked to her. But shout out to you. You're a real one. She ended up saying something about just her whole attitude, just confronting her about it. Crying, always running your mouth. And the girl didn't like it at all. She didn't like that somebody would interject themselves into her life like that. She didn't like that somebody would stand up and say something to her. She didn't like that. You see, when you talk shit, you never like when somebody stands up to you. When you think you're the hot shot, when you think you're the baddest person in the world, and somebody stands up and says, no, you're not, and confronts you on that, you don't like that. So the girl proceeds to walk away and then turn back around and points her finger in her face and says, you don't have no right to tell me anything, this, that, all this stuff. And Mahasin didn't take too kindly to that. What do you think happened next? Mahasin proceeds to beat the holy hell out of this girl. Whoops her ass in front of the whole cafeteria. Left the poor girl crying. It was so bad. Now, like, I've been in my fair share of school fights. Fighting in general. I've been in my fair share of them. And normally when you get into a fight in school, you're suspended. It doesn't even matter who started it. It doesn't matter who threw the first punch, who threw the second punch. You're both of y'all getting suspended. Mahasin beat that girl so bad, Mahasin was the only one who got suspended. The other girl got no trouble. And the crazy thing about it is she started it. She ran her mouth. She thought she was the hot shit. She walked away and came back. How do you walk away and walk into an ass whipping? How? How do you do that? How? Because you think you're the Mrs. Bad. Now, granted, you know, maybe she did in the past, you know, strike fear, strike, you know, intimidation into other people. But when you meet a Mahasin, keep your mouth shut. Walk away. It'll save you the ass whipping. Because Mahasin beat her ass badly. It was bad. It was to the point where I felt bad for the girl. I was just like, damn. Wow, I'd never seen anything like that before. Don't run your mouth, guys. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. It just, it's not a good thing. It doesn't make you look any scarier than you're supposed to look. It doesn't make you look any badder than you really are, you know. In fact, when you run your mouth and you talk shit, you look scary. I always say the person to watch in the room is the quiet one, the silent one. See, because when you're silent and you're quiet, you don't know what that person is capable of doing because he's not telling you what he's going to do. He's not going to put out there what he does. The loudest person in the room is the scariest one. They're scared. They're terrified. So they have to be loud. They have to be jumpy because they don't want you to jump back. I'm telling you guys, it all ends bad. It all ends bad. And I have another story that also reflected, like, this is in school. There was this new kid. And first thing I want to say rest in peace to my brother Khalil. Rest in peace to you, my guy. You're a great man. And what happened to you was really sad. And I hope you're at peace, and I hope your family's at peace. But rest in peace to you, because you were a great guy. But we were in school, and there was this new kid who stayed just talking shit. Thinking he was the baddest person in the world, the baddest person on the planet. And then he met Khalil. Now, Khalil wasn't a bully. Khalil wasn't someone who was going to pick on you and start shit. No, but Khalil was also not gonna take shit either. He was not gonna let you mess with his friends. He was not gonna let you mess with him. He was gonna stand with his people. He was gonna stand for himself no matter what. And that's what he did. I don't know the new kid's name. I've only seen him once. Or twice, you know. But I know he talks shit because I've heard him talking shit before. Every time I've seen him, he talks shit. He met Khalil. Khalil proceeds to beat his ass in the hallway behind his mouth. Don't talk. I'm telling you, don't do it. Especially as an adult. If you're an adult and you're still talking shit, you need to follow my 3 steps that I always say in the beginning about just spreading love, positivity, and good energy. You need that in your life. Because there's no way that you should be in your 20s still running your mouth, still talking shit, still bullying people. That's just not the answer, guys. That's not how an adult conducts themselves. Now, if you're selling a fight, of course, do what you have to do, make your money, get your paper. But a majority of us aren't doing that. So we need to stop. I'm going to get into one more story, though, that involves me before I get up out of here. Now, I was with my girlfriend earlier today, and I was discussing something with her. I was like, I don't know if I want to really tell this story because I really wasn't talking shit. But I decided I'm going to tell the story anyway because why not? So there was this kid in the school who smelled really bad. And everybody would talk about him. Everybody. They would always say the worst things about him behind his back. So one day I confront him about it. And I'm being as respectful as I possibly can. I'm not being disrespectful to him. I'm not being mean to him. I'm not being rude to him. But I go to him, I'm like, hey, like, you know, your hygiene is just not it. You know, you should go to the bathroom, soap, water, you know, fix that because it's not it, you know. I should have kept my mouth shut. I should have kept my mouth shut. I should have just left it alone. It had nothing to do with me, but I interjected myself, and I had to learn my lesson. Things proceed to go bad fast. He feels disrespected, that I said something to him. He feels like, oh, I had no right to. And in the way he's right, I had no right to say anything to him. But I did anyway. And he says some disrespectful shit to me. It was like in a matter of like fighting words. So after that point, I'm like, okay, bro. After the school session is over, we're going to fight. We're going to fight behind your words. So I get my boys at the time. I'm like, all right, yo, let's go do this. Let's go handle this business. We proceed to meet at the place where we're fighting at. And he's standing there. He had this girl with him. And I walk up to him. I'm like, hey, yo, so like, what's up? You know, you said what you said. Come stand behind it. He looks at me, turns around, put my stuff down. We proceed to get the fighting. I punched this guy as hard as I could. As hard as I could. I hit him with a 2-piece. Just 1, 2. Hard. All the power that I could. It didn't even faze him. He ate all of that. just stood there and looked at me. And I knew right then and there it was going to be bad. Dude proceeds to pick me up off my feet, turn me around, and drop me. Bah! Fight was over. I took it out. It was really bad. Really, really bad. Fucked my whole back up. Everything was just bad. It goes without showing. Don't talk shit. Keep your mouth shut. Don't be a bully. Mind your business. And you can avoid these ass whippings that come behind talking shit. You can avoid the trouble that comes behind talking shit. You can avoid the pain that comes behind talking shit. So if you think you're big honcho and you want to run your mouth, go for it. But you can't say Mike didn't tell you so. You can't say Mike didn't warn you. There's too much love in this world to be fighting. There's too much love in this world to be talking shit. There's too much love in this world to be negative. And of course, I'm only telling you these things because I lived it. I seen it. I'm fortunate enough to not have to see these things anymore because I've changed my life around. I'm no longer fighting. I'm no longer getting in trouble. I'm no longer causing pain to the people close to me and the people around me. And if I can do that, we all can do that. But then again, what do I know? But that was the video, guys. I appreciate you guys for watching. It's raining. It's very, 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 very muggy day out here in the Poconos. And I want to get up out of here and try to enjoy the rest of my Thursday in this gloomy day. So follow me on Instagram. Follow me on YouTube. If you're not subscribed to me, subscribe, because I have content coming every week, 3 times a week. What are you doing if you're not following me? Follow me if you're not. Rest in peace to my brother Khalil, man. I love you, bro. Salute to you. You know, show love to people. Tell somebody you love them. If you ain't telling the people that you love them, do it. Give the person to the left or the right of you a hug if you're standing next to somebody. Of course, be careful because of COVID, but still, shake their hand. Tell them that you love them. Do something positive today. It's your boy Mike here. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. And always remember, nothing else is better than yourself. Love yourself. Salute. I'm out.